Hello everybody, hello dear viewers. Here's wishing that your day remains in hip-hop happening state. And I do hope that your inner subconscious is effectively resolving the issues between your id and your superego. And hoping that it does it rationally. Talking of rationally, the hero of today's talk, the theme of today's talk is going to be one more defense mechanism, that is rationalization. Well, we are going to perform a biopsy on this defense mechanism, rationalization. Spare the rod and spoil the child is a generic adage which has been used so prominently, so commonly to justify all sorts of punitive measures, all sorts of punishments, corporal punishments, verbal punishments, even withdrawal of rewards is justified by spare the rod and spoil the child. Well, it goes well. The problem arises when the proportion gets disturbed. The proportion of not sparing the rod with respect to the crime committed or the misdemeanor committed. There is a father or the teacher who justifies the harsh ways that he employs over his kids by saying, well, whatever is done is for your future good. Fair enough? Definitely not. Absolutely absurd. Thankfully, a large mass of population has woken up to this kind of a stupidity or absurdity. So, hence, we move over to what is called as rationalization. Often, in daily life, even we resort to this measure. A number of times, our inability to attain what we want to attain, our inability to produce results, our inability to keep up to our commitments makes us flounder, and our ego makes us give 1001 excuses. And often these excuses are warped, highly intellectualized, and sometimes very rationalized too. It's funny, but sometimes people do believe you and they fall for the ruse. So, take an example of a CEO, how he would justify his failure, the failure for his product to make a particular market niche. He could say, well, the market is not really good enough for my product. Or he could even say, the finer aspects of my mission statement are reflected in my product, but the market is not mature enough. Or even a sales professional, just in case he is not able to meet his sales target continuously, he would say, we can't afford to go in for an aggressive strategy because it would dilute the USP of the product and hence ... Or closer home, at schools, we have a number of teachers, say a maths teacher, who doesn't want to take up the challenge of conveying how challenging questions or high order thinking questions could be dealt, how to tackle them to her children, saying that, well, the children are already facing a lot of mental pollution. I don't want to further confuse them. It would traumatize, it would damage, jeopardize their mapping system. And hence, this topic, or rather this portion of the topic, we can skip it or we could omit it. These are the kind of rational, to some extent very intellectualized explanations you give for your failures, which is the way the ego tries to justify its inability to tackle such challenges in daily life. And this is very specifically when you're not able to take up challenges which could be professionally required to be taken up. These challenges which are professional by nature or sometimes even personal. Friends, we come across such situations in daily life. Either we are part of such situations or we have been witness to people who have been part of such situations when they end up rationalizing, often sounds very justified, but after some time you realize how hollow this rationalization could be. So, what is the message? Simple enough, just being sensitized, being aware of the kind of rationalization measures that we and the people around take or resort to. And this itself, the fact that we are sensitized enough to observe these ways of articulation that the ego does through the conscious itself, provides a huge basket of solutions. The rest is the platform that the channel Ananth provides. You can share your views over there, and we can share and we can nip on each other's pearls of wisdom. So have a wonderful day ahead. Stay blessed. Have a good day.